need to research, like Joanne said, these lots, the average size of the lots, and where we're at, because I mean, if somebody is bidding at 2 acres and we don't have any 2-acre lots, then those will be excluded. So let's go with whatever the lowest bidder is, based on our average lot size, and I say we reevaluate this in 2 weeks.
Do you have a list of the lots that we cut?
Yes. And can
Yeah, with the sizes and then tally it up.
Okay.
And
Yep.
then see.
Yeah. I was talking to Andrew for the rest of the group. The reason that he was removed was he didn't have an employee list, and it wasn't part of what was asked to turn in, correct?
Correct.
Okay. So I mean, even an employee list, just listing yourself as the only employee would have constituted an employee list. That wasn't part of what was asked to be turned in. I'm just clarifying if that's what's causing all of this.
Yes.
So, well, I mean, an employee list is an employee list. If you're the only employee,
So I figured I'd have to put it on there.
and that's kind of where, that's why I'm asking.
I turned in everything.
And if that's what's asked for, if you're advertising for it, if you turn in everything that's asked to advertise, you know, I think there's a little bit of an issue. So whatever you want to do, I'm just clarifying why
Let's table and have the solicitor review that issue, have the average lots and make the decision, because
John, give me the average, give me the lot list.
So I provided everything needed.
We don't know.
Yeah, we have to look at it, we'll look at the lot list.
but I mean, the solicitor's gonna, I mean, we have to do everything legally and effectively, because if the solicitor's gonna have to look at that and basically make sure, so it's basically gonna be on solicitor review as well.
So you're gonna wait 2 more weeks while the yards keep growing.
All right, there's a motion to table on the floor, right?
Yeah, we'll have a motion to table.
So roll call.
Roll call. Donald.
Commissioner Silver,
How can this be so confusing?
It's on the motion
Cut the
table.
grass.
Motion to table, but
Yes.
Commissioner Saxon,
I seconded the motion, and I'm going to say no, and I'll explain why. Because I didn't understand what the whole issue was. If we advertise for specific things, and we got them, and we made a motion originally, so I'm going to say no, but that is why. Because I didn't understand at first what the issue was.
Can I change
but
my motion?
We only have one.
I know I voted already. I'm Italian, we can't count.
You can change it. You can change it.
I'm gonna go yes, and it's like nothing against you, if you're the lowest bidder, then I'll give it to you, but we don't have the totals.
And again,
follow the rules.
follow
He
the
gave
rules.
everything that
As
you
a
asked
business, I gave everything that you asked for that was due now. So,
Not
I mean,
tomorrow after you have another conversation.
Yeah, I
It's
agree.
ready tonight.
it was
But
ready tonight.
between the people that even did everything that you did, we still don't have the totals.
No, he's saying that
That's not why you asked the table.
out of 2 people, I provided everything necessary. Is that right, John? I provided everything necessary, correct?
Correct, 2 companies provided in the listing.
Well, then he should get
That's kind of how
You can change your vote.
So if that's what's posted, then I
It's
can
in
take
there.
legal action saying I provided everything that was questioned by the company. I'll provide legal action. If we,
come correct.
no, I'm just saying,
You don't even have to take the lowest bidder.
We're gonna change.
Yeah, that's what I said. It's a no bid contract. First of all, it's a no bid contract, most likely, but based on the list. So, what I've said though, what I said to these guys is if you're going to publicly bid it, and one bidder meets all the bid requirements and the other one does not, really that one who does not meet it should be disqualified. That's how the bid works.
Yes.
So even though he may have been the low bidder, if he doesn't meet the specs that you put, that's why you have bid specs. If he doesn't meet them, then he technically, legally, he should be disqualified. But this is probably a no bid. It's probably a no bid contract anyway. It's probably under the threshold.
But we did,
public bid.
I would like you to give me an opinion that I can't change my vote.
On the motion to table,
Yes.
you've already voted. I don't think you can go back and
That's
change your
what I
vote.
asked. You're saying that I can't change my vote.
I think
Right.
you can.
Really?
Yeah, in the code, as long as the meeting has not been adjourned.
You can go back and change.
Yeah, I'll find where I
I've
read
never
it
had
in
it
here.
happen, so
Well, let's pull the motion to table and vote.
Well, we have to
finish voting.
We have to finish voting, so.
All right, let's finish. What do we vote? Tell them.
To table, yes, sir. If you vote no, then we'll go ahead and we'll vote.
Yeah, vote.
I'm gonna vote no.
Yes.
Commissioner Blake,
We're gonna vote no.
President Rodrick,
I want to vote no also.
So now you can.
So now we're gonna go back to our original to award the contract to the lawn father.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call.
Commissioner Simula,
Yes.
Commissioner Saxon,
Yes.
Commissioner Kozma.
Yes.
Commissioner Beckowitz,
Yes.
Commissioner Blake,
Yes.
President Rodrick,
Yes.
all in favor.
All this confusion, that's why I don't come on grass.
Okay, we have, before we have the citizens to address, we do have two things. One of them is we have a bill that we have to take care of. And I'll have Solicitor Rakunas have a little discussion on this, but I'm gonna ask for a motion to pay the invoice dated February 29, 2016 to Weisel Executive and Forrester LLP for professional services rendered for February 2016 regarding the Fury property and Invenergy in the amount of $3,160.
So, go ahead.
And I need a motion, need to see if I get a motion,
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
and have some discussion in terms of Solicitor Rakunas.
Yeah, so Mr. Zeitgeist is the zoning hearing board solicitor, and he has, I reviewed his fee arrangement that was approved by the zoning hearing board, and the fee arrangement that he agreed to with them. Now, we set the budget on it, but the actual approval is through the zoning hearing board. His approval excluded his work dealing with Invenergy. So he I think knowing that that was going to be probably a larger, longer, drawn-out case, he excluded that particular work. And that's what this bill is relating to. So that's why it's been submitted to be paid. And when I reviewed his fee arrangement, his fee agreement with the zoning hearing board, as well as the meeting minutes of when he was hired, that was excluded by them. So it may be something that we're going to have to address from a township perspective in our budget line item. But as far as the work that he did and why he's billing it separately, it's my opinion that he should be paid.
Now, what are your recommendations to adjust it? Because it's not in the budget. I mean, it's not a budgetary item.
We can transfer it.
Yeah, I mean, you're gonna end up being over budget.
Yeah.
On that particular line item. Yeah, on that line item, you're gonna be over budget.
But we're voting basically, since I separated it out and we're voting it separate, we're agreeing to pay it, and
Right.
so it's even though we'll be over budget, we're paying it separate.
You're agreeing to pay his bill, which I would do because of the way he was hired.
Yes, absolutely. So we have a motion, a second, discussion. Any,
Again, I'm sorry.
3,000, the copy of the bills. Matt has it. $3,160. And since this was an added motion, is there any public discussion?
When was he hired with these stipulations in his contract?
This past year in January.
Is there any limit going forward on what he could bill the township?
Not on the Invenergy matters. He's gonna bill at his normal rate, his hourly rate.
Since it's not in the budget, do you want to put a limit on it?
Yeah, that's gonna be as I'm saying, that's something these guys are gonna have to address going forward, because the way that the budget line item is, it was capped, so this is gonna put them over budget on that particular line item.
So will you have surcharges like we talked about at the beginning?
No, not if it's board approved.
It had to be board.
Well, the other thing was to,
Yeah, that's
Back
why
on
they
April 20th.
approved, yeah, they approved that one also to allegedly prevent any possible surcharge. So.
Have a motion and a second, roll call?
Commissioner Simula,
Yes.
Commissioner Saxon,
This was billed February 29th, 2016, and it is now April 4th, and we needed to add this to the agenda. After the agenda was posted, my vote is no.
Commissioner Kozma,
Yes.
Commissioner Beckowitz,
Yes.
Commissioner Blake,
Yes.
President Rodrick,
Yes. Okay, something else to add to the agenda. I got an email from Blaine Hill Fire Department. It came through at 2:45 on Friday afternoon. I didn't get it till Saturday. But they were requesting to rehab the fields they have there for recreation use. They have 3 baseball fields, and they're requesting an amount up to $4,464 for the sand and dirt to redo all their infields. And since we're right in the middle of the season, it did come through late. Like I said, I didn't see it till Saturday. It's one of those items that I'm gonna ask to request that we make a motion to add it to, basically for the purchase of up to $4,464 for the fields for at Blaine Hill. And I'm gonna ask for a motion to approve the payment up to the amount of $4,464, Blaine Hill Volunteer Fire Company, to assist in the cost of purchasing dirt for the Blaine Hill ball field property as per the request of W. DeCarlo, Secretary for Blaine Hill Volunteer Fire Company. Do I have a motion?
I'll make the motion. We need fields. Every fields, so I'll make the motion.
Any discussion? Public discussion, since this was an addition?
Do you have something in the budget to cover it? I mean, is it?
We come under recreation.
Okay.
Well, that's what we're approving separately, so it's a separate approval. So if it's over
I'm not
budget,
sure you
it's
have
separate
to
approval.
come.
And I would ask Chris if he was here, because the fire department, but, again, is this a necessary, we're adding it to the agenda tonight, is it necessary in the next 2 weeks?
I think they're in the middle of the season. I mean, from my understanding, I think that their season's starting. They'd like to use these fields this year. And you would have to question him why the email came over that late and the request came that late for, for this meeting. But, as far as, it is for the, it is for recreation, and as far as the budgetary, if it is an item that's over budget, I'll ask also